So we are here in the Food and Lifestyle Kitchen, and we have our wonderful guest, Miss Executive Producer Tamra Simmons, and the lovely, beautiful, talented Chef Bella Jones. So, Bella, what are we going to be making today?
First of all, do you cook?
I mean, you're helping me get there.
All right. So today we're going to make lumped crab cakes. It's a really simple dish. It's easy for even the novice cook to do. It's not a very hard recipe. So basically all we're going to do, we have our lumped crab here, and we're going to just mix this with onions, bell peppers. You can use shallots, whatever flavors that you want in your crab cake, you can put it in there. And a little bit of mayo, aioli, panko, some seasoning, and that'll be it. And then we throw it in the pan with good old butter, because you know butter makes the girls go around. And sear them, throw them in the oven, and it's very, very, very simple. Like, you know,
Sounds
you
like
can make
a
this
lot,
for. It's not a lot,
Okay.
girl. It's not a lot.
Well, let's back
It's
up to
easy.
panoli.
We finna do it.
Okay.
So,
So
like,
I'm saying, what is that ingredient?
What's the ingredient?
Something start with a P. Pan.
oh, the breadcrumbs.
Oh, panko. But you can use any kind of breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And
Oh,
a trick
okay.
to breadcrumbs, if you don't have breadcrumbs, but you have plain chips in your house, you can use plain chips, because the breadcrumb acts as a binder and a crust.
Oh.
So it keeps the crab cakes together. And if you don't have breadcrumbs, you don't feel like running out the store, but your kids got some Lay's in the refrigerator, you can use the Lay's chips, and it does the same thing. So you ready? You
Yeah,
ready to get your
ready.
hands in there?
So how long does this meal about take?
So from prep to finish, it should take you at least 20 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect for
Mixing,
me.
and you can always mix the crab cake ahead of time.
Okay.
Throw it in the refrigerator, and then when you're ready to cook it, throw it in a hot pan, and then finish it in the oven.
Sounds
So
amazing.
it's a really simple dish.
We
So
like simple.
the first thing that we will add is egg, because egg is a binder. So we just add a couple eggs, because we got quite a few, a big bowl here of crab. And then I get my hands in there. Because when your grandma was cooking for you, she did this.
But you can use gloves.
But you can't use gloves. If you
Okay.
prissy, just got your little cute nails done, go ahead and use your little gloves. You know, because you millennial, new age, on the go women don't want to get your hands messy.
She just called me out.
She did. So do we have some gloves for it? Do you need
We
more
do.
gloves?
I'm
We
just
do
gonna
have
watch
gloves.
her.
Okay.
So, yeah, you gonna watch me, but you gonna cook these. I'll put them together. You watch me. So once
Okay.
we got the egg in there, we can add our bell peppers. Bell peppers is a staple in Creole cooking, and I am a Creole chef, so I do a lot of my food Creole style. So
That's
bell
like what
peppers.
spices.
It's called the Holy Trinity, so
Oh.
it's flavoring. It adds flavor if you don't have a bunch of seasonings. If you saute a little bell peppers and onions and celery, perfect. So we have that. We're gonna mix that together.
So while she's doing that, Tamra, so at the beginning of the show, we talked to you about this segment of Cook It Out and how we actually like for our guests to release when they cook. As we know, cooking is a culinary art and it is therapeutic. So what did you choose to cook out?
Well, hopefully I can cook out some love. I won't be single. Because I can serve a meal.
Oh, this is it
Thanks to
then.
Bella.
Oh, well, shoot. They say cooking is the way to a man's heart.
I mean,
Your
I can
stomach.
cook to survive. It's just like,
No, you don't want to cook to survive.
I
You want to cook to
know.
impress.
You
Oh.
know, that's
We like
what
that.
I'm lacking right there, the impression.
I feel like we need some wine. Let me get you
So we're
one.
gonna add a little seasoning. This is Creole seasoning. So we add some Creole seasoning. We're gonna add some pink Himalayan salt. Mix
It
that all
smells
in there.
good, does it?
It does. Imagine how it's gonna
Oh my
taste once
gosh.
we got it all
I'm
together.
already hungry. And you just did 2 eggs?
Yes, I did, because there's a lot of
Yeah.
crab meat. I did 2 eggs, but
See, I
if
think
you
I
just
would have done more because
no, just 2 eggs. But if you're doing a personal dish for yourself, then you can use 1 egg. Like if you're doing a small batch. This is my secret ingredient for complete seasoning. So it's dehydrated celery, onions, all of the seasoning, vegetables and spices is in there. Smell it.
Mm.
Yes.
That smells good.
So
And
we're
you
gonna
made
add-
that? It's your secret recipe?
It's my secret. It's called complete seasoning.
Well, how am I gonna do it with
You
the,
can get it
for
from the store.
guy? Oh, okay.
You can get this from the store.
From that you made?
You
Wait.
can get complete seasoning from the store, but I do make my own seasonings. So
I
if
want
I find
yours.
you want mine,
Yes.
come
I'm gonna find love.
come and see. But it's called complete seasoning. So it's a really amazing seasoning, and I usually add it as finishing. Like once my main season is like salt, pepper, Creole seasoning is there, I add it as a finishing because it just elevates the flavor. So the next part of this, and this is where you're gonna help out.
Okay.
As we're going to mix aioli in here to give it a creamy flavor and to bring the crab together. And because you were bougie with your hands, here's a spoon. And mix that together. Just get, don't be scared. Get in there.
All right.
Come on.
Like this.
Get in there like you be getting in your little documentaries.
It's like thick.
It is. It's crab meat. It's lump
Oh.
crab. So we
Is
have
that
little.
good? Or how?
Yes,
Okay.
lump crab is.
You might want to stir it some more.
Lump crab, using lump, so we have shredded crab and then we have lump crab. Lump crab is just crab that hasn't been shredded yet, so
Okay.
just straight out of the shell, in its whole form.
You can get that in a bowl.
And you could get lump crab from the farmer's market.
Okay.
You can boil crab yourself and take the meat out.
No,
I mean, you're not gonna do that. But they do sell it. You can get it from any farmer's market, any Whole Foods, anywhere that there's a seafood counter. They will
Okay.
have lump crab already done for you. So, last finishing touch before we cook this is breadcrumbs, and you could put as many breadcrumbs as you like. The breadcrumbs are going to bring the crab together. Take away some of that wetness from the aioli. Oh, we making a mess, but it's okay. Bring that together, and then that's pretty much done. Now, as a chef, you see that? So, as you can see, it took away some of that moisture,
Yeah.
brought everything together, and it's also going to add a really good texture to the crab cakes.
Exciting.
So we're going to turn this on. I use cast iron skillets for everything,
That's like
the way
grandma.
that my ancestors and my grandma did. And we're gonna taste this to make sure that it's seasoned well. What do you think?
I can eat it just like that. Can you eat it just like that?
You can, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Why? On some crackers?
It's going to be
I'm gonna feed
so-
my man some crackers.
It's gonna be so much better when the butter hits it and you saw me. That was great for your palate, but my palate didn't need a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're going to let you continue to mix this right here while you're getting this together. And we're going to go ahead and go to a commercial. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned. For those of you who just tuned in, we are back with Cook It Out. We are here in Food and Lifestyle Studio with our guests, Tamra Simmons and Chef Bella. So we are pretty much at the point where we are ready to cook this, right?
Yes, we are.
All right.
And she is about to get her hands dirty. Y'all saw her kept telling me to go ahead and do everything myself. But she put her gloves on now, and we are being bougie. We putting our gloves on. So she is going to finish making her crab cake patties. I'm gonna let her come over here, and then we're gonna start cooking this. So go ahead, this is where you feed it. You put the love in it. You know, intention is everything. So whatever if you want him to be sugar daddy, put your intention in
we
there.
don't want none
If
of
you
that.
want him to be your soulmate, put the intention in there. Like, be happy when you're cooking, because all of your energy is transferred into your food.
You know what I used
So-
to think? This was like a job, but maybe cooking with you is fun, or maybe cooking is fun. I don't know.
Cooking is, oh my God, it's my passion. I've been doing this
I
since
used
I
to
was
be like,
9
I don't
years
want to
old.
cook. It's like work.
It's not work. I've been cooking since I was 9 years old.
Well,
9.
great.
But it was something that I did with my grandmother,
So I just.
and I love it.
Is that
So, we're good. Oh,
Is that good?
yeah, that's good. That's good. We want it a little bit chunkier, but it's okay.
It's
So the
almost
next,
flat. It's like a hamburger.
it's not like a hamburger. A lot of times people like to see their crab cake where it's not so loose, but then you will see it there. So the next
Okay.
step that we're gonna do is we're gonna brown these, and then we're gonna let them get a nice crust. The crust takes about a minute or two on both sides, and then we'll stick these in the oven and let them cook, the inside of them cook, and then we'll be good to go.
Fucking.
You can take your gloves off. You can take your gloves off. We can stop being bougie. And yeah,
So how long does it
So-
brown?
about a minute or two on both sides, because you want a good crust. And butter, and it's always great to let that butter cook a little bit more and get it brown butter.
Mm-hmm.
Brown butter adds a great flavor to your crab and your seafood. So I'm just gonna let those. Don't mash them.
Okay.
Don't try to. It's not a hamburger patty. It's a delicate meat. So we're going to flip them about a minute or two on both sides, and then you can always look up at them. Ooh, they're getting really pretty. They're getting really pretty. Y'all see that? TV land.
So, Tamra, what about this crab cake makes you think about a man? Is anything that, any of the ingredients or the way you had to pat it, or?
I'm just thinking
juicy,
that it's
thick.
that it's gonna warm his heart.
Good answer. This kid friendly show.
And
Oh,
then
that
all
was
Bella
pretty
said too. I haven't experienced that, so maybe.
Yeah, Bella gonna get you right. Oh, that looks good. It's already browning.
So I guess being on the go, this is quick.
This is very quick.
But is it considered? It's not dinner though.
It's more depending on where you are. There are appetizers,
So
but
would
some
you just eat it
restaurants
by yourself? Eat it
you
by
will
yourself?
you can eat it by itself. It doesn't have to come with a dish. It's a great first starter, or it could be a meal. I go to Del Frisco's all the time and just get their crab cakes as a meal. So yeah, it could be a meal. It could be a appetizer. So from this point, it's already browning on the inside, on the bottom. So then we'll just throw it in the oven and let it go in the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then we'll serve it.
You cook it on like. Cause I cook everything on 350.
The natural African
And then
American.
it's burning, or it's like black on the bottom.
So
but not
depending
done.
on how
Not done in the
quickly,
inside.
Yeah.
depending on how quickly you want your dish to cook,
Mhm.
is the temperature. So I have that temperature because I want it to cook fairly quickly in the middle without burning. I have it on about 400.
Oh, okay.
So besides this meal, is there anything that is good to pair with it? I know we have some wine, but is it any other?
Crab cakes are crab itself. We're gonna the sauce that I'm using is horseradish here.
Okay.
Horseradish goes very, very good. Or you could pair it with remoulade. Remoulade is a traditional Creole sauce.
I'm gonna have to learn these names first.
This is, or another good sauce to pair with crab cakes is Creole mustard. It's very
I know
distinctive.
what Creole mustard is. I do know what that is.
Yes, Creole mustard.
I know
is
what
amazing.
horseradish is.
And then we have
But the
horseradish.
remoulade, I don't even know how to.
Remoulade.
What is that?
It's a creamy
Spell it.
mayo-based. Spell it. REOULADE.
It's not for me. It's for them.
You never been to New Orleans?
I mean, yeah. My daughter goes to school there, but
Really? And
Yeah.
you never had remoulade?
I don't know to ask for it. Now I will. Can I have some remoulade? Do I ask her for it?
If you guys are ever in New Orleans and you eat crab cakes or you eat It's a dipping sauce. You can eat it with
Shrimp?
You can eat it with alligator. I'm a big alligator fan.
Oh, I just tried alligator
You
pizza.
did. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Oh, was it alligator?
It was
pizza?
from New York, though. Does that count? I don't know. No?
That doesn't count. You want to get your alligator from the south, from the Gulf, where alligator come.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, when I go back to New Orleans, I will try
Yes.
that. With
Try
some remoulade.
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 Remoulade. It's French.
Remoulade.
Because we bougie.
Remoulade.
Remoulade.
Remoulade. Okay. So we're just going to
Wait for that.
Okay.
And once that's done, we'll plate it. And then you'll be good to go to taste this and tell me what you think.
okay.
Did you put your
I'm
love
excited.
in it?
I could drink some wine with it.
You can drink, because it's a white meat, you want to always pair white meat with white wines. So Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio, any white wine that you prefer
Pinot Grigio
will be great. And so today we're pairing it with a little bit of Pinot Grigio.
Okay.
Yes. Well, I don't know about everyone else, but I am so hungry and ready for this meal. So we're going to go ahead and let this come out, and we'll be right back. Thank you. Stay tuned.
Okay, Tamra, so it's been in the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes. You want to just check it. We're going to take it out. Oh, my God. Look how gorgeous that is. Look how gorgeous that is, everybody. So, it's out, and plating is really, really simple. So, we're just going to take it, and we're just going to plate it on there like so. And we can angle it like that so it get a little attention. And for me, I love to make sure there's color on my plate.
All right, Tamara, you're going to do
So
all
we're
of that,
learn-
right?
We're learning plating.
Yeah, there you go.
People eat with their eyes, so you want to have a nice, beautiful, beautiful plate there. So,
You gotta go to cooking 101, plating 101.
you already got your sauce.
Knowing the, what is this called? Ingredients 101.
And then to have, boom, look at that. Now, it's your turn. Cause see, this your boo. You cooking for
All
see.
right.
I know how to cook for the men's as I want to impress.
Come to Bella's house, y'all. Just put it on
Just
top here.
put it on top. Just boom.
Okay. And then, all right, for those who are looking, man, look what I can do.
Look what she can do. Boom. And then just, bam. Do your emerald lagasse.
Garnish. Mm-hmm.
Garnish on your plate. Ooh.
Yes.
Yay. She getting there, y'all. She getting there. She getting there. She is getting there. And that's
Looks
pretty much it.
good.
Oh my
I
God.
did it.
You did it.
Now I
See,
can
simple. You can.
Oh, yes, that looks so good.
It looks amazing.
Yes,
It looks
yes.
I'm ready to eat now.
You ready to
Yes,
eat?
so we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this to the table. So you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back with Cook It Out.
Whoop.